Welcome to the Mix Lab with your hosts, Jason Rios and
Lefty Hernandez.
Right here on Whcr 90.3 FM. Join us every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. as we showcase DJs, producers, and artists from all over the world. Get the inside track on what they have in store for us, where they'll be playing at next, and when they're dropping that latest upcoming release. Get all of that right here on the Mix Lab with Jason Rios and
Lefty Hernandez
on WHCR 90.3 FM, the one, the only, the voice of Harlem.
You're listening to WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem.
Thank you for tuning in. It's Jason Rios alongside Lefty Hernandez.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Good evening. Welcome once again, the Mix Lab, Tuesday evening, 6 to 8. The place to be right here. I'm Lefty Hernandez, hanging out with Jason Rios, and we've got folks in the studio. Another great show to be had.
Yeah, sorry about the delay, guys. We had a little hiccup here, and it's still hiccuping. But you know what? We're gonna go. We're gonna continue to go forward. We're gonna move forward, and we're gonna make this happen.
Awesome. So yeah, I love how you said that. He said we're still hiccuping here.
That's a new word. Not everybody knows it.
Once again, welcome everybody. We are here. It is the Mix Lab every Tuesday from 6 to 8, WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem. Yeah, Jason Rios, I'm Lefty Hernandez. Hey, Tina.
Hi.
And we're alongside Tina Dixon. I was going to say Tina Turner.
Ew. Hi, Tina.
Hi.
There she is. What's happening?
What's not happening?
That is a great point. Yeah. Tell us what's happening in this world right here.
Okay, so in this world, this Friday, we are having our house music marathon. It's 24 hours of straight house music from Friday at 6 p.m. till Saturday at 6 p.m. And we invite all DJs, house music DJs, of course. If you would like to participate, make a donation of $50 to our website, whcr.org. Now, we prefer that you get a sponsor to sponsor you for an hour at $50 or 2 hours for $100. As you know, we are listener supported, and we need your support. We need your help. We want to be out in the parks. We want to be out at some of these events during the summer, and we can only do that if we have some funds. So we need your help. And we need some more state-of-the-art equipment. We need to replace some things, and we can only do that with your support. So this Friday, you have an opportunity to sponsor your favorite DJs. Those of you that have a favorite house DJ, sponsor your favorite DJ. You can do that by making a donation of $50 to whcr.org. Email me your receipt, and my email address is tinad90.3@gmail.com. tinad90.3@gmail.com. And if you want to be a part of the live studio audience, make a donation of $10 or more to the same place, whcr.org. Send me your receipt, and we will add you to the guest list so that you can come in and hang out with us from Friday 6 p.m. till Saturday 6 p.m. It's going to be house music all night long, boo-boo.
24 hours?
24 hours, boo-boo.
Wow.
Oh, yes.
And your email again is
tinad90.3@gmail.com. Come on, pick up the pace. tinad90.3@gmail.com. Say it again.
tinad90.3@gmail.com.
So now you guys know what I got to deal with.
I'm a joy. I bring sunshine to your life.
One more time. Come on. I like that.
tinad90.3@gmail.com. Okay, Lefty, I'm going to use you. I'm going to need you to use the rhythm part of your brain. Like, bring it up, pick up a pace, act like a DJ. Like you know.
I'm about to cut them off, guys.
Yeah. Listen, no.
No, really, we need your support. We are listener supported. And in order for us to bring you the great talent that you hear, in order for us to bring you some of the best talk shows on this side of heaven, we need your support. We are listener supported. So even if you don't support this particular event, we just need you to go in and support your favorite show. And when you do that at whcr.org, there's a comment box where you make your donation. put in the Mix Lab so we know that you support the Mix Lab. Because if you don't support the shows won't be here.
That's right. Yep,
amen.
Yep, there you go. Thank
Let
you
the
so much.
church say amen.
Amen.
All righty,
Amen.
all righty.
And the church said, "Oh my." I almost went off track there, but anyway.
All right, guys. Well, we got a guest in tonight.
Yeah.
That's gonna share with us tonight and rock out for us tonight.
I just wanted to piggyback on her too. Also, just again, WHCR is a supported radio station, so it's very important everything she said. And to go on WHCR.org, lots of shows, all different kinds of variety, and the Mix Lab definitely one of the shows, in the scheduling. So absolutely tune in.
Yeah. And if you're one of those people who don't like putting your credit card online, you can use snail mail. You can mail a check or money orders. Those still exist. And you're going to mail it to WHCR FM radio.
She said snail mail. I
snail
love that.
mail.
So slow.
You know what? And I thought she was talking about an app or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's talking about I'm sorry, man.
Some people don't like to. Some people still use checks and money orders.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, it's fine. WHCR FM radio CCNY 160 Convent Avenue NAC 1/513, and that's the room. New York 131. Got it?
Y'all heard?
There you go. Tina, thank you so much for all that insight and information
thank you.
for being who you are. And
Al,
she said,
there's nobody else I would rather be than me, boo. Yes.
She's a poet and knows it, man. Not that she don't know it, she knows it, man. She's right on cue. Thank you so much,
Thank
Tina.
you, guys. Thank you.
You got it. Awesome, man. And we're back. Yeah, it is the Mix Lab right here, Tuesday, 6 to 8. Jason Rios, your host. I'm Lefty Hernandez. And yes, we've got more guests in the studio. So it's been an interesting evening. But we're going to let's go, man. Let's do this. The poor man's been waiting here patiently, this gentleman.
And let me tell you something. Every now and then we do get a glitch here, guys. And tonight it's just like every other glitch day
for whatever reason, so also again, we are a public funded radio station, and when it comes to that, there's a lot more work being done and put into it to make this happen and to keep it going. And one of the things that we try to keep going, or at least the station, is the technology of it, right? So bear with us, and we can't thank you enough. But again, this gentleman has been sitting here patient and just waiting. He's been so quiet too. That's the funny thing. That's the
scary part.
Yeah. That's the interesting part, is that he got here and he even brought his own set, and we told him go ahead and set up, and hasn't said a word since. So I don't even know if the man has a voice, man. But that's nonsense, man. Ladies and gentlemen, in the studio here today, Jason, who's here?
It's our pleasure to announce Mr. Dyco.
He said Mr. Dyco.
Mr. Dyco.
Dyco, what's up, Dyco?
Ooh, what's up, Lefty?
There it
it's your man, DJ Dyco, WHCR 90.3 FM.
There it is.
And we're here to talk about the story tonight. What's going on, Lefty?
He said the story. Look. He's gonna interview me.
Listen. Let's find out who you are. For those who don't know you,
that's exactly.
Who are you? What do you do? How do you get into this thing called house?
Yep. Well, first of all, you know what? We just introduced you as Dyco, and so we definitely taking it from the top. Who you are? I mean, because Dyco is, I'm sure that I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but is that on your birth certificate? Think not, right?
It's not on my birth certificate, but it's my street name.
Okay. All right. So introduce yourself, and not like what we just did, but tell the world who Dyco is. So.
All right. It took a while for me to find out who I was. I was born in Park Slope, Brooklyn, at Cumberland Hospital in Fort Greene in 1968. And so I grew up in the late 60s into the 70s. And when I was a baby, I say 2 or 3 years old, I see a picture of myself playing with a radio. But I do remember I wanted to find out who were those people in that radio. So I wanted to open the back up to find out what was going on in there.
That's cool.
I was really curious.
Yeah.
I opened it up finally, and I seen
tubes,
little boxes with you could put a screwdriver in there, and there was a little wax. There's some coils and little flat things, capacitors and resistors and transistors. And I was kind of disappointed.
You didn't find no people? No people?
No people. I was like, what's going on? How does this happen? You know?
All right.
So as we go on, I'm now 7, 8 years old, and I'm living in a house with my grandmother. My father ran off when I was a baby. So I'm living in the house with my grandmother, my mom, my godmother, and my godmother's husband. He actually raised me. So she had a basement, and I used to invite people over for my birthday, for their birthdays, and we used it. It was like our little club. And I winded up collecting 45s. And my grandmother had a Grundig, like one of those big wooden
Stereos yeah.
cases, you know? And we had it in the basement, and I just started putting the records in order. I didn't know what order to put them. I just put them in the order that I thought it would be best suited. So, you know, we would have parties like that. We would play musical chairs, and that's how I started DJing, you know, slinging discs, you know. And later on from there, I got into taking apart the speakers and stuff like that. You know, I seen speakers, and I started to take them apart to find out, like, how they worked. And then one day, I heard music outside playing, but it wasn't, like, normal. It was loud, really loud. And so I went outside. I was about 8. I went outside, and it was a weekday, and it was a crowd out there. There was a crowd in the middle of the street, like the cars couldn't even move, like on a weekday.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it was summertime. People were hustling. They were dancing. They were moving and grooving. And then I went to see where the music was coming from. And I seen for the first time in my life, like 2 turntables and a mixer. I was just like astonished. I said, like, wow, what is this? You know? I says, I want to be a part of this. So after the guys, you know, shut down, which was hours later, I asked, hey, could I help you carry the records? And man, oh man, I was disappointed with that because those records were heavy. So, you know, I got to know the guys, Junito and Chino. They pretty much introduced me into this thing. And, you know, from there on, you know, there was a group, TBC, the Big Connection. You know, there was a lot of gangs back in the days, and this particular, you know, group, they had a DJ, you know, crew, and they used to jam in the street. So on my 13th birthday, I asked my grandmother, could we hire them, you know, to come into the basement?
What, the gangs?
The gangs. So, you know, she did it. And these guys came down. I was so excited. They came down with these Technique turntables. And these guys were like doctors because, you know, today there's an abundance of DJs, right? Back in those days, DJs were like doctors because you didn't find them that many. You didn't find many of these people. So they came down with their tools and their equipment. I was like, I mean, that was one of the best days of my life.
Right. So we know, you know, where it all stemmed from, but where was home? Like, where are you from?
Oh, home.
But where?
I'm from Park Slope, Brooklyn.
Oh, we did say that.
Yeah.
You're not listening, Lefty.
Yeah, bro, yo,
Lefty,
listen, I'm up at 4 in the morning, man.
So am I. That's not an excuse.
I'm sorry, man. No, so in Brooklyn, so this all happened in Park Slope.
Yeah, this happened in Park Slope in the 70s and going into the 80s.
Yeah, I just want to make sure the listeners know, man. You know, because you know what? Because currently, of course, you know, I see him in a different part of Brooklyn. You know, so just, you know, trying to map it all out. Right.
Oh, okay.
Did that work?
Wink, wink,
wink,
right.
wink.
Yeah.
It's all good. No, Park Slope though. That's cool.
I'm not guilty.
Awesome. Go ahead.
So from there, the party was over. I was like in awe, of course. I was looking at the turntables, and on the side they have the lines and the what do you call the light? I got like brain fart right now.
What are we talking about?
The oscillating light.
Okay, the strobes.
I was amazed with that, man.
Okay.
I just used to look at
The
that.
party lights.
Yeah. No, the light on the turntable, the oscillating light.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
You know
yeah.
the red light?
Yeah.
I was amazed with that. I was just looking at that.
It's an oscillator.
I was amazed with that. So I asked Grandma, could you get me something? Could you get me, like, a pair of turntables?
Wow.
She got me a pair of turntables.
Wow.
What Panasonic?
They were Panasonic. They were Techniques. Techniques are Panasonics, by the way.
Yeah.
Well,
they were.
And I didn't have needles to go with it. I just got the turntables and I put them on my butyl. And I just turned them on and look at them. I go to school, come back home, and just turn them on, look at them.
Which models? The first time?
They were SLB1s, B as in boy.
Belts.
Yeah.
They were belt driven.
Yeah. And they weren't the best.
No,
they were Techniques.
No, for a kid,
and I used the hell out of them.
And you were a kid, I was excited.
I used the hell out of them.
Yeah.
And from there on, I asked my godmother to get me some cartridges. Cartridges are needles. The needle package that it doesn't come with the turntable. You got to buy it separately and attach it to the turntable. So I needed 2 of them. I got that. I had no mixer. Let me know how much time I got.
No, you got time. Go ahead.
Yeah.
We're just looking at
So I had no mixer. I had no mixer. So there was a guy down the block. He had a secondhand store. He used to sell like stuff, and he had an old mixer in there. I think I paid like $10 or $20 for it. So I hooked that up, and when I hooked that up, I hooked the mixer directly up to the speakers, directly to the speakers, and I got sound. I got sound. So I was born that day.
Hey, you were happy.
I was born. I was
Right.
I was a DJ. I was a DJ. And from there on, I went back to the secondhand store. I got a amplifier, a little tiny box like that. It's probably 25, 30 watts, and it bring up the sound a little more. And then on the next following year, I think I got my first real amplifier from downtown Brooklyn at Albee Square Mall in the basement. It was a Visonic amplifier. It was about 85 watts per channel. And with that, I started doing the jams, man.
Wow.
I started doing the jams, and I was a doctor.
There it is.
I was a doctor. I did not promote. I didn't promote. I just told people, yo, I'm jamming over here. That's all I had to say. Then it was crowded. It was crowded. It wasn't like today where you have 7, 8 events going on at the same time. We were doctors. We were serious people. If you said you were doing something, they're going to show up.
Right.
Period. And I had a great time doing that, And with that amplifier, I did like, the neighborhood centers and stuff like that. And I started getting, I had friends taking me around to different people they knew to do parties at their house. And so I became known as the DJ in the neighborhood. And I was doing that a long time. And so now we go from there, we go into high school. I graduated high school. I went to Chelsea Vocational High School on 6th Avenue, New York City. And then from there, I didn't know what I was going to do. So my friend said, well, why don't you try, like audio? And he was showing me like in the Village Voice, a school. So it was like, I went to check it out. They had like a orientation. I went to check it out, and then I asked Grandma, hey, Grandma, it's like $6,000 for this thing. Could you put me in this? Yeah, man, she did it.
Wow. So that sounds like, because you said the Village Voice, the Institute of Audio Research. Was that where you went? Did you go to IAR?
Good question, Lefty. The Institute of Audio Research I checked out both of them at the same time. The institute still stands today, I believe.
Yeah, it does. And so the other one is SAE.
Now, yeah, it's SAE, but I chose the center because they had the equipment. They had an abundance of equipment. So that's why I chose the center, and they had great instructors.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
One of my instructors was John Morales.
Right. We talked about that earlier.
You know,
just briefly.
Salso.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had real teachers.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
So from there, you know, when I got into that school, let me back up a little bit. Before I got into the school, I was doing the jams like I was telling you, and I was renting places and having people come. And then one of my friends, Louis Santel, I went to one of his parties. And when I went to his party, okay, it was called Crazy Cats. Okay, I went to his party. It was called Crazy Cats, and I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. And then I came home, and then I woke up the next day, and I said, I was looking at the ceiling, and I said, what the F was that? I was like mind blown. The music, the dancers, the atmosphere, it was absolutely, I was sold.
So the whole party.
I was sold to right this point right now. I was queuing up a record for you, and it was just a lot of electricity going on in my body. Just, it's still going on.
I get it.
It's like a fire. Forget about it.
Yeah.
So I met Louis, my friend of mine, Louis Santel, after the party. He says, "Yeah, I see you doing some stuff." He says, "I want to invite you to one of my jams again. I'm gonna have this guy. He's coming down in a sheepskin. You know, he plays a little scratching, but he's mainly. We didn't call it house music. It was like loft, garage. You know, it was like dance music. There was no name for it. And he comes down in a sheepskin, and his name is David Morales. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna check that out. So I went down there, and let me tell you again, it was just a recertification, a reaffirmation of my belief in this music. I don't know what it is. It's just, this is the way I am.
Yeah.
This is the way I am.
Brooklyn, the ozone layer.
Yeah. And then I became friends with David Morales. I supported him. Anytime he needed equipment, I supplied him with equipment. I spent a lot of time. I had a lot of booth time with him. Okay? A lot of DJs today don't like to admit, how they learned. Okay? So I was DJing. Before I met him. But when I met him, okay, this guy had more experience than I had. Okay? So I'm watching him. I'm not just watching what he's doing on the turntables. I'm watching his attitude. I'm watching how he's interacting. I'm watching his whole behavior.
His composure. Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I got years of booth time with him. Years. Okay? I got booth time with Kenny Carpenter. I got booth time with Victor Rosado. I got booth time with Larry Levan. I got booth time with Frankie Knuckles. Juan Dubois is my classmate. He was great friends with Keith Haring, and I used to be in Keith Haring's house with Juan Dubois and all our friends. Okay, Madonna, all these people. Okay, this is the story. This is what happened.
Yeah,
it was exciting for me.
Sure,
the school opened up doors. The school opened up the life of what I wanted to be in, the realm. Okay, and so that's what happened, and from that point on, I was sold. So now, when I went to the school, I was like 18, and the other part of me is I like sex. So, I was having my first kid at 18 years old.
Okay.
So now I graduate from the Center for the Media Arts. I'm ready to rock and roll and, work in the studio.
But you got a new obligation.
I got an obligation. Now, I could have did like my father and said, the hell with that. I'm not going to deal with that, right? Thank God another man stepped in, right? But I didn't want to do that because of what my father did. I wanted to do the job of a father. So when you ask me, who am I? As a child, I'm a DJ. But as a man, I'm a father. And that comes first.
Yeah, kudos. That's it.
Okay? So this is my little, what I like to do. And Jason knows that I like motorcycles. I'm into ham radio, so I know how these radio stations work.
Right.
Okay? I'm into photography. I'm into a lot of things. I like boating, cars, muscle cars. So I have I have a lot on my plate.
Yeah,
I like kids,
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a big melting pot of things to do, right? So it's time consuming. They're all time consuming, so it's not easy to split your time, and you kind of gotta pick and choose, which ones you want to do, more or less, or finding that balance, right? Like both all that stuff. You'd like to do it all, but the truth is 24 hours in a day is like, what can you,
right.
So you got to put your list of priorities. Awesome, man. So
give us an update of what you're doing now. I know you do Coney Island. What other events are you doing over the summer?
Okay, so this is the thing, right? So I took the responsibility of being a dad. I got 4 children, and I have a first set and a second set, 2 different wives. The first marriage didn't go well. Part of that was because when I started working, I eventually started working for the New York City Transit Authority as a conductor, and then I became a train operator 2 years later. And that's a very, it's like being a pilot.
It's very demanding, yeah.
It's very demanding, and it's very lonely, okay? You're working hours, nobody wants to work because you're the bottom person on the totem pole.
Right.
And, it's rough.
Late night going from one end of the city of New York to another end,
right.
For 8 hours.
So I did that in a total of 8.5 years. And the union was having, they weren't backing the members, and they still not doing that too well. So I took a test as a joke for the sanitation department. It was a joke because I was a train operator. I was, I go to a party, a social event, and they say, oh, well, what do you do? Oh, I'm a train operator. Oh, really? So it's kind of interesting. People want to pick my brain and ask me questions. So it's kind of interesting, And then I took the test for sanitation. And I really didn't want to do it. And I says, well, let me try it. If I don't like it, I could come back. I got like a year to come back. So I went, I tried it. I started drinking after work with the guys, and that's it. I never went back. I had too much fun.
Okay.
So to answer your question, I'm done. I did 29 years with the city of New York, and I did 4 years prior to that with the Teamsters, with the trucks. And I ended with the Teamsters because New York City Sanitation is Teamsters. And now I'm retired. I'm on the boardwalk, and that's what it is. So it seems like I'm new, but I'm not new. I hung out with the best of the best. Not to brag, it's just what happened.
Right.
Mike Stone, I knew a lot of these people. So I'm here now as humbly as somebody that's starting out, okay? Because I didn't put my time in.
Right, no, I get it.
I put my time in other stuff.
You're just living,
but I didn't put time in this.
Yeah.
So I don't expect when I'm doing a party for it to be freaking crowded, because I got to do my time.
That's you know what? I get it though. It's like being born again, right? You've been at it. It's a lifetime, passion, and now's your time. Now's your time to be out and exposing and coming out and letting people know. And like you just said, people may not know, and that's okay. It's not it's not about whether they know or not. It's about coming out there and jamming now today. It's what you're doing today. Is what he just asked. So with that said, you I know that I came to know you in that way too several years ago, and I'm like through Coney Island, the boardwalk, I know that you did some stuff that there was a rooftop. There's a rooftop over there.
Yes.
And I got wind of that. And you're continuing to do things like that, right? And
right.
So you're going to be doing more this summer, I presume.
Absolutely.
Yeah, awesome.
God willing.
Okay, awesome, man. Jay, dude.
I'm here, but I'm.
I know.
There. I'm upset about that.
No, it's
I'm
okay.
brainstorming right now.
I'll tell you what
the heck.
So let me ask you a couple of one of two things, because I know that we got caught up with some of the technology, and our program, as much as we love it, is limited from 6 to 8. So the question is, do we hang out a little bit more with Dyco and have some chat? Or do we get him?
He's gonna rock out.
Yeah, we're gonna play some tracks.
All this equipment over here.
Yeah, I think so too. That's exactly why. That's why I'm mentioning that fact.
Before we put him on to play, Dyco, why don't you give the people let them know when you're gonna be playing, where they can find you, where they can hear you, how they can contact you, if they want to book you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you can find me on Facebook, John Dyco Pinard, Pinard. I have a group called the Dance Connection NYC on Facebook, and if you're not somebody that's on social media, you can contact me at djdyco@gmail.com.
There it is.
DJ Dyco, DYCO.
Okay.
At gmail.com.
So tell us about that name, Dyco. Where'd that come from?
That name came from because, I was part of I could talk for a long time. I was part of the what do you call the hip hop movement? I was part of hip hop. I didn't even know what was going on. It was, so I needed a name to write on the walls.
Okay.
Right.
Because it was part of the culture.
Yeah,
right?
I'm in this culture. I'm a DJ.
Yeah. And Dyco
I wasn't a dancer. I dance today because I've been watching these people for so long. I'm not a great dancer, but I dance,
So Dyco's a graffiti name?
It's my graffiti name, and I used to love when
DYCO?
I was with my friends, and we're going to high school to Manhattan, and you see the train with my name on it. They're like, yo, look at your name on the train. Yo, that feels great.
So, can we ask you your real name?
My name is John.
John Dyco.
He wants a local precinct to meet you in your house. Oh, so you rode on those trains back in 73,
There's a statue.
What's a social?
You're right. You getting this down? You stupid.
You could rob a bank after 7 years. They can't lock you up if you don't get caught.
We're still trying to keep this show clean, man. We're having some tech issue, but we ain't getting dirty with that. But awesome. And one other question. In my experience of watching and seeing you and what I've learned and know, and in social media and videos and recordings and at Coney Island, there is a partner you have who spins with you. Who is she? Who is that?
DJ Dada.
And it's funny, right? Because I had to throw the gender in there so that he could, pick up on the cue, because he'd be like, well, got no partner, man.
Yeah.
No, cool. And then who is she?
She is okay. I started on the boardwalk in 2023, and I started out with Curly, and that's where you mentioned the event on the rooftop. And Curly and I split. More that she left. Basically, it was she disagreed. We had an agreement when I brought her in, and she wanted to change it, and I said, no, we can't do that. We'll do it for the next year.
But nevertheless,
so it didn't work out.
So
I was saying to myself, for 2024, well, I wanted to be a female because I like giving people equal opportunity.
Okay.
And so I started working with her, and after a while of working with her, it became,
it worked. It worked.
We were working real good.
It worked. Okay.
But we got engaged, and engagement is a part of your life where you're trying to see if it's going to work, right? So we have a lot of compatibility, but there's a certain portion that doesn't work. So we decided to split off as friends, and she does her thing and I'm doing my thing.
Okay, cool.
But there's no hard feelings.
It's a musical journey.
Yes.
It's a musical journey. So with that said, Are we having a musical journey here?
Let's get them on. Let's get them on.
You know, time is of the essence, my brother. Awesome. So there you go. So the Mix Lab, WHCR 90.3 FM, Tuesday 6 to 8. Jason Rios, I'm Lefty Hernandez, and we've got in the studio DJ Dyco, who's going to give us some vibes and take us on a musical journey. So you ready, brother?
Yeah, DJ Dyco, WHCR 90.3 FM, and here we go. I'm all nervous and everything.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good sign. That's a great indication, man. A DJ who doesn't get nervous before he plays, right?
All right, guys, let's turn it over to Dyco. This is WHCR 90.3 FM. We are the Mix Lab.
Yep.
Jason Rios, Lefty Hernandez, and our guest, DJ Dyco.
Yeah, keeping it fresh.
You are listening to my man, DJ Dyco, in the mix.
Ella casi ni sale.
Harlem's got its own radio station. Once again, back is the incredible WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem. Don't touch that dial. Keep it locked on WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem.
You're listening to WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem.
Oye, oye, aquí está. Llegó el momento de chupar. ¡Chúpatela! ¡Chupa! Tiene mi cuerpo lo que tiene tu boca.
Didn't I give you love? Give you love? Didn't I show you love? Show you love? Didn't I give you love? Give you love? Love, honey.
like this.
promise to be like this. Move your feet like this. Got to be like this. Can't you see like this?
station, WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem.
Estos hombres eran hombres bravos, llegaban de África con la fuerza y la belleza. Ay, fijo, conquistaban la ignorancia y la bestia en la humanidad. Daban al mundo la luz y el fe, y también el Dios cósmico. Los llamamos los conquistadores chocolates.
yeah. DJ Dyco on the set.
He's excited. Look,
this brother was taking us back. He was taking us back. Guys, once again, I want to apologize for the technical difficulties, guys. We will resolve it next week. We have Brad.
We're gonna confirm and make sure we've got Brad LeBeau back in the studio. A lot of great shows still happening, and we also got an event this Saturday, right?
That's right. We're gonna be
special event.
We're gonna be celebrating my birthday.
Whose birthday?
My birthday.
That's happening when?
On Saturday, 245 Russell Street out in Brooklyn,
Greenpoint, Brooklyn.
Yeah, come out and join us. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be Eddie Stevens, Paul Cruz, Hiram Cruz of Range Music.
Joey, that's Joey.
We got Joe Gomez of
of
Downtown Records.
Right.
And we got the one and only
The Rhythm.
Yeah, she's gonna be doing her thing, guys. Right now we were listening to DJ Dyco taking us back.
Yeah.
Once again, guys, next week we got Brad LeBeau. I keep saying his name wrong.
Yeah, that's okay.
I see Beau, so I'm thinking of like Beauty or something. You know?
Yeah. And that's the French in you.
Oh yeah. And the following week we have Joe and Danny from the Staten Island Puerto Rican event that we're doing on June 1st.
Yeah, that's a non-profit organization, right?
Yeah.
That's for a cause, special cause.
Yeah, you guys can make it out there. We're going to be celebrating the Puerto Rican Day Parade out of Staten Island, Snug Harbor. You guys got to get out there. It's going to be amazing. We got vendors, food, shows, lighting bands.
What day is that?
Saturday on June 1st.
June 1st. And that's all the great things that are happening coming through you from the Mix Lab right here on WHCR 10. Look. Rhythm.
She messed you all up, brother. She messed you all up.
That's an inside joke, man. We'll tell you about it. She was taking me back in the day.
What a mess.
Back in my radio days. Thank you, Rhythm. Okay. We're going to have a talk about that.
Well, once again, guys, we really want to thank you guys for tuning in. We thank you guys for your patience. I know it gets a little frustrating at times.
Yeah. But you guys are loyal and dedicated, and we definitely are grateful for.
And even though we had
all your time vested.
we had the phone on just for today, but we had over 100 and some people, who tuning in. Yeah,
awesome.
And a lot of comments, so we really appreciate you guys.
Absolutely.
This show will be uploaded right away to YouTube. So if you want to catch it, and get all the
playback,
everything, the clarity, it'll be posted on YouTube.
Awesome. Want to say hi to my Nancy?
1, 2, 3.
Hi, Nancy.
Once again, guys, DJ Dyco on the set. Dyco, wave to everybody.
Yeah.
There we go.
Kicking it live right here in the Mix Lab, WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem.
You're listening to WHCR 90.3 FM, the voice of Harlem.
Welcome to the Mix Lab with your hosts, Jason Rios and
Lefty Hernandez.
Right here on WHCR 90.3 FM. Join us every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. as we showcase DJs, producers, and artists from all over the world. Get the inside track on what they have in store for us, where they'll be playing at next, and when they're dropping that latest upcoming release. Get all of that right here on the Mix Lab with Jason Rios and
Lefty Hernandez
on WHCR 90.3 FM, the one, the only, the voice of Harlem.